So I'm starting work on the 24 cylinder. 4 or 5 years ago I made the 12 cylinder there. I was aiming for 24 and made it halfway there. That was the one with the orange starter covers, like McLaren orange. This time I'm going green in honor of my wife. That was her favorite color. I think she'd like this mystic green here. Tester's paint color. It doesn't look as good on the camera as it does to the naked eye, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice green though. So I got the 4 front starter covers painted there, and obviously I'm going to sandblast some flywheels because they don't look so great. But not so bad on the ones that are covered. But so anyway, that's one order of business. And one thing I'm going to change up on this one is I'm going to be running, instead of these heavy cast iron horizontal shaft Briggs flywheels, I believe I'm going to be running lawnmower flywheels. And I'll explain to you why. Because I got 24 flywheels. Each motor has its own. The flywheels there mainly for the ignition. I run in stock Briggs magnetron ignition on them, just to simplify it. It was too complicated with 12 or 24 cylinders to go with the distributor. So the only thing I could think was 2 Jaguar 12 cylinder distributors, or I guess 4 6-cylinder Dodge ones or something. But anyway, so I went with that. And if I got my numbers right, the Briggs cast iron 3-horse flywheel weighs about 5 pounds, and I believe the lawnmower, the full circle lawnmower one, for the ones with the blade brake, modern engines, what have you, probably haven't made them in 10 years, but they weigh like 3 pounds. So when you multiply the difference in weight, 2 pounds difference times 24, that's 48 pounds less a flywheel. So really, a 24-cylinder engine can almost run with no flywheel because it fires so often. But also, I've got you can see my central timing shaft in place here. It's just sitting. I didn't have time to get the bearings out before the light was going to fade too much. It's 1 7/16 diameter, and it'll have 3 bearings. There's a bearing there. This one's getting deleted, and then this one, and one more down at this end. So I'm going to use, I believe it's a 14-inch Dodge truck flywheel. I'll go get it just to show you. So there's my Dodge flywheel. It weighs at least 20 pounds, I'd say. You can see it in comparison with the 3.5-horse Briggs starter cover. So it's pretty big. I can't remember, 143 teeth or something. So my intention is to use the Dodge, I guess they're called mini torque starters. Basically a starter off a 440 or something, to turn that monster flywheel over after I attach it to that shaft. Now there's a little bit of debate going on between my son and I as to if I was just going to put the flywheel on this end, but it would probably be better if it was in the middle, but I don't know if I can do that. It's so big, it's gonna stand up like that high. So that's something I have to figure out before I go building the rest of the frame there, which I want to get started on this summer, or finished if I could. So got some design issues, just things to work out, and the starting is one of them. I'm pretty sure the one starter should do it. The engine will be approximately, I don't know, what would it be? Call it 220 cubic inch. So it's not small. It's in the, what's that? 3.5 to 4 liter range. But I've got a lot more friction than a normal engine because I got 24 chains, and I got a lot of flywheel mass because of each motor having a flywheel. So you got the big flywheel that a V8 would have on it, and then you got 24 smaller flywheels, and they all add up when you have to turn it over to start it. So that's why I want to go with the lighter aluminum lawnmower flywheels. The 12-cylinder I used all heavy flywheels, and yeah, it was not easy to start. So anyway, I got my work cut out for me. Got to make, it's got 4 intake manifolds. Each manifold feeds 3 cylinders. So I got to make 4 of them, and like I say, the frame comes first. You got to make these verticals here hold the lawnmower engines, and then the pads. Got all the pads cut. I was prepared to build the 24-cylinder right from the start, but I just ran out of time, and the frame bowed on me right in this area here after I welded up all these gussets and stuff for the starter mount and things. But anyway, I want to cut this off here. I don't want to bore you. But anyway, so I am working on the 24-cylinder. Don't expect I'll get it done before, or running and done before next summer, because this summer I'll be working on the frame, and I have to build 12 more motors or cylinders. The horizontal shaft ones, they don't take very long, but the lawnmowers are a different matter, because I have to totally revamp the oiling system in them. And then I also have to build 4 more intake manifolds, and all that fun. I'll have to wire stop wires to them and all that. Got to build another gas tank. The other one shook around quite a bit. I'll need a second one down here, or else I'll have 8-foot long lines going to the gas lines going from the tank. But and then there's the chain tensioners or wear pads, all that. So I got quite a bit of work to do those second 12 cylinders, add to it. But that's my intention anyways. Like I say, I'm not putting a deadline on it. I'm just going to take my time and do it as it goes. It took me long enough just to get these 4 starter covers. You never know what you're getting, right? These are from the scrapyard. I had to sand them down, paint them, and fill them. I think this guy here, he's got some pits in them and stuff. I think he's like a 1968 one. But I do what I can to make them look good. So, and I got to paint some of this frame up. You can see it's been sitting outside for like 4 years, so it's got a little rust on it and that. But anyway, it'll definitely keep me out of trouble working on it. So hope everybody looks forward to it. I'm curious what it's going to sound like. This time my intention is to put it on at least 4 or maybe 6 wheels and roll it out on the lawn to run it, because you get sound reverberation from the gazebo roof there, and I think that affects the clarity of the sound that it makes. My other intention is to make it throttleable. Before it was just running on fast idle. I didn't have any connection for the 4 carburetors. This time it'll be 8 carburetors, but I'm going to try to rig up a linkage so I can actually rev it up. We want to get that nice 24-cylinder sound going, right? Since it's 24 cylinders based on the Napier Sabre engine, and I think the last one of those ran in like 1955. I know there's a couple people in England and people in British Columbia working on getting another Typhoon flying with the 24-cylinder, but looks like that's still going to be a few years away. So I want to hear what it sounds like. So anyway, everybody have a good one. Take care for now.